Here's exactly how I would start dropshipping with $0 at any age. First, I would begin by actually doing research on what dropshipping is to know what you're actually getting yourself into. This isn't just a side job. This isn't just something that you put aside, spend a couple minutes on a day. You actually have to put your full attention because this is a real business that most people don't take seriously. That's why 99% of dropshippers fail and then end up calling it a scam. Another thing is, if you guys literally have $0, you need at least one to start. That's just the truth because you need to buy a Shopify subscription, which is gonna be $1 a month, only if you use the link in the description below for the first 3 months. Anything after that, it's gonna charge you full price. But if you start with the $1, then this might actually be a possible journey. After that, you're gonna wanna actually research on TikTok and Instagram what products are doing well, and you can even watch YouTube videos like mine to see exactly what determines if a product's good or bad. By looking into these products, seeing if it's an evergreen product, how much you can sell it for, how much you can get it for, and contacting different suppliers, this is the easiest way to actually find a good product that you can sell organically with TikTok or Instagram. A lot of the organic dropshipping stores that I've been personally seeing have been more towards the Instagram side. It used to be only a TikTok thing where people used to only post their products on TikTok, but now it's kind of switching since TikTok is being used just slightly less. Instagram is picking up more volume. Plus, the leads on Instagram are better, which means one view on Instagram versus one view on TikTok, the person on Instagram watching your content is actually more likely to buy than someone viewing it on TikTok. That's just because Instagram is a little bit more trustable and the audience typically has more money to buy the product. Not only this, but if you're posting on Instagram rather than TikTok, it actually has an option where you can put your link in the bio, which is very good because with TikTok, you can't even do that until you have 1,000 followers, which is very annoying, especially if you're trying to grow organically. With Instagram, they allow you to do this right when you create an account. So even if your first few videos blow up on TikTok, you won't have a link for people to actually purchase it. But if you blow up on Instagram, they can immediately go to the link and go to the website and do this. But remember, you have $0. So once you pay for the Shopify subscription, remember, it's going to be in the description. The only way to get it for $1 a month is to use that link. After this, you want to make sure that you create a good site. I've made videos on this in the past. You can go to my channel. I'll watch them after you're done with this. Once you create a good Shopify store, you're going to want to find a viral product. Now, the difference between an organic store and an ad store is the product doesn't really have to be necessarily viral if you're running ads. But if you're doing organic, this is going to be very easy to get a viral product. Even if it's slightly saturated, you can still post videos on it because if someone stops and sees your video with a product, even if they've seen it in the past, they know what the product is and it's pretty much like free marketing, so then they can actually go to your store and buy rather than buying from a competitor's. The other thing is, when you're getting into organic dropshipping, you need to realize that instead of putting money into this, you're going to be spending a lot more time into this. So instead of spending a couple $100s a day and spending 30 minutes on your store, you're going to be spending nothing, but you're going to be spending a few hours making videos, editing the videos, and posting real content to get views and to actually drive sales to your store. Not only this, but you can't just put in half effort. I see a lot of people try organic dropshipping, not get enough views, not get sales, and say it's a scam, it's dead, it doesn't work. But the truth is, these guys are only making one Instagram account. If you want the best odds to go viral, create 3 Instagram accounts, 3 YouTube Shorts accounts, and 3 TikTok accounts. The posts on each different account on each different platform needs to be different. You can't post the same video 9 different times, but you can post one of the same video on each different social media platform. Like let's say I make one video with a product, you can post the same video on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, but you can't post the same video on the same platform more than once. So make sure each set of videos is a totally different set and make sure you're posting correctly. The other thing that people won't tell you is they'll say that dropshipping is very easy, very doable, but honestly, it's not. If you're not willing to put in the time and effort into creating these videos, making them look good, and improving on each and every single set of videos, you're not gonna do well because the algorithm can recognize if you're putting in more effort in the videos just based on the quality, the duration of view time that the average viewer is gonna watch, and based off that, it's gonna either slow down your views or push them way more so you guys can actually get way more sales. And just on average, with 1 million views on TikTok, that's gonna equate to $1,000 to $2,000 in sales. But with 1 million views on Instagram, that's gonna be $3,000 to $5,000, depending on the product, of course. The more viral the product or the more funny or something like trending, the better it's gonna do just because it's gonna naturally catch people's attention. And this is gonna drive more sales. Not only that, let's say someone goes from your video to the link in your Instagram and actually purchases a product. Instagram can recognize this and detect this as a sale. which means if someone's buying this from Instagram, it's gonna recognize them as a customer and push that video out to people just like that customer in a specific niche, which that's gonna do, it's gonna get you more customers or more like-minded people to view your thing, which is pretty much gonna lead to people actually wanting to buy your product more just because it's the correct audience for the product that you're going to be selling. Now, once you get a few sales, you can use something like CJ Dropshipping. And now, since you started from $0 or $1, I should say, you can use the money that they've already paid you for the product, send them an email saying, hey, there's been a small delay in shipping. Don't worry, your package is gonna still get there on time. Use ChatGPT to perfect a script just like that, because I also use AI and integrate them with all of my stores. Once you do this, find the supplier with like CJ Dropshipping, or if you're getting over 10 sales a day, message me and I'll connect you with my private suppliers. Once you do this, you can pay the supplier from the profits of the actual sale you got, and then you keep all the money in between. Now that you have extra money, you can actually reinvest it either A, into ads, or B, into testing more products that could also do very well. The thing is, when you start organic dropshipping, you're probably gonna run through 2, 3, 4, even 5 products before you go viral. But the only thing that matters is views. The more attention you get, the more people are gonna see your content and the more visits your site will get. And this will drive sales, because it doesn't matter about how good your product is, how good your website is, because if you don't get any views, they're not even gonna see your website or product. So your main thing should be a decent product, a decent store, but very good videos. The better the videos, the more views they're gonna get, therefore making you more money. And if you can master the art of creating videos and getting better each time, or figuring out exactly what went wrong, why this video flopped versus why another video did way better, you're already one step closer to making your first $10,000 in a month with organic dropshipping. I've been seeing a whole bunch of people start this, and the thing is, organic dropshipping, people are saying is dead. Sure, it might have slowed down, but that means it's a perfect opportunity for you to start. That's because if there's less people doing it, there's less products on the market being organically posted, which means now you guys can come in and actually start creating this content, driving several sales to your store. And then the best videos, you guys can actually run Spark ads once you guys get a little bit of money in your hand. And those are gonna be the videos that actually print you thousands of dollars. Remember, subscribe and comment more things that you guys would like to see, because with this method, you guys are gonna be able to scale up to $10,000 a month.